Spotify and Apple are doing a back and forth thing where in order to make their platforms, not just music platforms, but platforms for podcasts, they're going to make a feature where different podcasts can have paid feeds where you can pay the publisher of the podcast, the like people who make it, an extra money like a subscription fee, and maybe you get bonus episodes or extra content, things like that. Key thing is that Apple is taking a pretty hefty cut for the graces of using Apple Podcasts. It's going to be like, I think, bigger the first year, and then it goes down like the second year. But Spotify is saying that content creators get to keep 100% of the subscription fees, and Spotify's not going to take a cut of podcast subscription revenue. It's clearly like a thing to make sure they undercut Apple, but
for sure.
As a veteran of these tech platform wars here, this is how it's going to go. Spotify is going to get this headline because it's exactly what they want. They're stealing Apple's thunder. Apple announced some like tags in a new iPhone or whatever, so like it's fine. They're Apple. They'll still make billions of dollars. It's cool. But Spotify gets to say that we're going to be treating podcasters better by giving them more money, which is funny because like we on this podcast basically talk all the time about how Spotify does not give musicians money, and they're constantly finding ways to lie about doing that.
And then they'll give Joe Rogan like a $300 million contract or something.
While laying off other like different podcast parts of their random like arm they've gotten. Their mass like media empire they're trying to build. The other thing I'll say is that Facebook did a similar thing with media outlets, trying to get them to make videos onto Facebook, and then promptly made their algorithm like hostile to videos. And so like those same people who were courted onto Facebook, sometimes with money, sometimes with like resources, they were stuck on the hook for those resources, but could no longer make money off of those Facebook videos. And so they just like went under. And so Spotify, being a platform owner, can just make that change right there. And then all of a sudden, these people who are locked onto Spotify, because Spotify doesn't make it easy for you to like put other podcasts into Spotify, it has to be on there to begin with. If you're locked into Spotify, then it just makes it harder for you to migrate. So it's a good thing to do as an introductory idea, but it's basically going to encourage more lock-in. And like podcasts were basically like the last free medium. There was no like algorithm or like feed to go to get podcasts. You just like find an app you like and you do it. And it's increasingly more of an Apple, Spotify type thing now, which is kind of crappy, but yeah, you know.